Hello and welcome back. Today we're going on to episode 3 of Song and Horror, which is called A Twisted Trail. Now episode 3 is a little different from the other episodes in that it's actually 3 separate sequences rather than a one elongated episode where you play as one character. Each sequence you can choose a new character form. We have 3 characters to choose from. 2 of them are completely new and we have Daniel. So today we're actually going to play as Daniel for once. Let's just hop right in and watch the intro. Daniel.
That had not been a nightmare.
No.
I was awake. For certain. It was a hallucination.
So Daniel's experience with the curse is progressing.
As described by Faber in his letter, shortly before hanging himself from a beam in his office.
Yeah.
A hallucination. Or something worse. Much worse. Had it done any good to return the music box to its owner? Husher
question.
The answer, but his whereabouts was still unknown, and his trail seemed to have gone cold as the days passed by. Perhaps in his office, somewhere in his papers.
Do you really want to go back there?
He was researching while delving into the box's origins. Maybe there would be some clue in there as to where he had gone or what he had done. Something that would help us to follow his footsteps. I had to find Sebastian Husher, but this time, my life depended on it.
I mean, technically speaking, it's always dependent on it, but whatever. Oh, here we go. So Daniel's going to the university where Husher worked at.
A PhD student and Husher's mentee, and Professor Nasiri, one of his associates, gladly agreed to give us a hand with the search. They used to stay up late working in Husher's office, so that seemed like a good place to start.
We had no idea how serious the situation was. If we'd known about his family, those poor children.
I hope we can at least find out what exactly he was after and where he went.
There are some papers on his desk that haven't been touched since he left. We have a good chance of finding something there.
Lately, I feel like something odd has gotten into Professor Husher. I mean, apart from his usual oddities. He seemed anxious about something and looked like he hadn't slept properly in days. No offense, Mr. Nora, but it looks like it's the same for you.
Don't worry, none taken. I'm well aware.
Okay, so
This is his desk. As you can see, there are a bunch of documents he uses as research for his novels.
It's all here. We better take a look at his computer and the shelves, too. The sooner we get started, the sooner we'll find something out. Look at this here. There are some notes where he mentions the music box, but I can't quite understand what he means. AA375 is underlined.
AA, that's how the documents in the donations and biographies archive are designated.
Ah,
Maybe he was looking for something there.
well, we have our first clue.
Let's start with the archive, then. Where is it?
Donations and biographies are on the basement level.
Good.
I'm sure it will be closed, but we can easily find the janitor or a key. It's not a very busy area.
Okay, so we have 3 characters to choose from in this episode. We have Daniel, we have Omar, and we have Grace. Now, I feel like we haven't gone over Daniel since the first episode, or second episode, but let's go over his stuff again. He is 43, his light source is a flashlight. Daniel is a publicist and ex-entrepreneur whose failed business venture led him to become an alcoholic. Drinking cost him his health, his marriage to Sophie, and even his home. Daniel has been sober for some time now, finally managed to secure a job, slowly rebuild his life. And then we have our new characters. Omar Nasiri, age 33, light source is a lighter. Omar, associate professor at the State University of Arts and Humanities. He has a PhD in art history and is a former student of Sebastian P. Husher, with whom he works regularly in the field of education and has developed a certain friendship. A dedicated professor and excellent motivator, Omar has developed a close personal and professional relationship with Grace Richard, a PhD student currently under tutelage of Husher. Okay, and next we have Grace Richards. Age 29, light source is a torch, aka flashlight. Eager to discover the world beyond her borders, Grace, who holds a master's in history, flew from the United States to Europe to complete her doctoral thesis and carry out research, and was personally important to her. Tutored by Professor Sebastian P. Husher, Grace is a brilliant student who has found in Omar Nasiri, a fellow foreigner, a mentor and a friend who she has clearly formed a bond of mutual understanding. So she's not very fast, but she's very stealthy. Not probably the weakest of the bunch, but she has very high serenity. And she has caffeine pills, an energy boost for exam time. Right, so who are we gonna pick? I think I'm going to start off with Omar. He seems to know where it was. He's the one that told Daniel about what the archive and everything was. He seems to know where it is, so we'll play as him. And let's give him Husher's haiku so we can read some hints.
Let me go. I know the place. You keep searching this area.
Okay. History Department Archives.
This place. There's something in the atmosphere. Something evil.
You say that every time you come to the archives. They're starting to take it personally. These books are here to entertain visitors more than any academic value. Yeah, why is this place so creepy? Old copies of News World paper. The last time I came to the newspaper archive, they were in the process of putting everything onto microfiche. Oh, there's a note here. Note from Professor Marino. A message from Maxwell Glover, janitor of the History Department. Mr. Glover, I tried to give you back your access card, but I couldn't find you. I thought you were in the downstairs control room, but I see you're not. Anyway, I'm going away for a long weekend and I'm not going to wait for you to turn up. We don't all have as much free time as you. Go to the shelves of the subject taught by Professor Dunn. From there, stand in front of the shelves that would contain my surname. Count as many shelves to the right as the size of Dunn's hat, and look on the upper shelves. Don't mistake Professor's hat for mine, they're very different. In fact, I'll take my own with me just to make sure. Goodbye, and enjoy the long weekend. P.S. I'm not taking my hat at the end. Mourinho. Why? Could you not put it in a drawer somewhere? So this Mourinho guy, obviously an asshole, he's decided to hide the access card in one of the shelves, but I guess you could say it's for security reasons, but you could probably just put it away somewhere.
No. He's always the same. That man needs a therapist.
Okay, confirmed. He's a twat. Notes from the admin staff. I don't think I need these. Okay. I don't know whether people come here to do research or to get food out of the machine. Hey, that sounds good. We should get some of that. Right, where do we want to start? I guess, we'll just have a look around in general. Ooh, we're supposed to find the janitor. Books waiting to be shelved. There's not enough room in either of the old or new archive. The door to the administration office is closed. I need an access card. Now that's what that note was talking about. But we need to find it. Okay, let's run through the process of what we need to find exactly. Go to the shelves of the subject taught by Professor Dunn. So we need to figure out what he teaches. Stand on the front of the shelves that contain his surname, that's Marino. Count as many shelves to the right the size of Dunn's hat. So we need to work out what Professor Dunn teaches and how big his hat is. Look for the upper shelves. Oh, there's a cleaning cart here. How bizarre, the cleaning staff never leave their trolley lying in the way. Old newspapers for which copies have already been saved. Sebastian wouldn't waste time on this. Yeah. So, in essence what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the janitor, or we're trying to find evidence of what Sebastian was looking for. Handwriting of those notes might be Sebastian's, but I'm not sure. Grace would probably know, she's good at that sort of thing. Oh. What happened there? Okay. So, it said the shelf that has Marino's surname, so we should start here, but I need to know 2 more details. Was that a knock? Caricature. A funny cartoon of one of the professors. Aha! History! The Mad Hatter. Okay. Okay, so we need to work out what Professor's done. Ooh, what's this? Aha. Right, this... We'll have to come back to this. But for now, we need to learn what Professor Dunn teaches and his hat size. Let's try these doors over here. It's a cadre that gives access to the cleaning room or to the storeroom, depending on who you ask. Anything in the printer? Oh, it's a fax machine. Grace hates these fax machines. She says they're old-fashioned, like emails the future. She might be getting a little excited here. Keep in mind, this is 1998. What a hulking great printer. Okay, what we got? Oh, I guess these are all the professors? Alright. Looks like a tip. If people would just take the effort to put things in the bin and they even empty their cans. Oh. Oh, good. Well, we have to go look at that, don't we? Who's sending creepy fax? Is this is how creepypasta used to be sent around, by the way. You had to fax them to people. Alright. Given my elevated heart rate, I shouldn't have looked at that. Who sent that? Oh, there's some hats here.
Uh-huh.
Top hat. A top hat made of black felt. Size is 8. And there's another one over here. Short brimmed hat.
Uh-huh.
6. Okay. Now the way we can figure this out is simply by going over here and looking over up at Joseph Michael Mourinho, who's wearing a top hat. And Zachary Dunn is over in the other corner, but he's not wearing a hat. But another way we can figure this out is if we look at the drawing. He's wearing a top hat, and that kind of looks like him in the photo. Or we can figure out who teaches who, but I like the fact that this puzzle lets you... There's multiple ways of figuring it out, basically. So, that top hat there is Mourinho's, which means this one is Dunn, which was a size 6. So, we got the hat size, now we need to figure out what he teaches. This newspaper's from August, what's he doing here? Alright, let's have a look. Right, whose office is this? I don't think the dean would be amused that the professor keeps alcohol in his office. Records of former students? What would Mourinho need these for? Okay, so this is Mourinho's office. Bust is almost unrecognizable, so poorly looked after. Yeah, this Mourinho guy seems like a... kind of a dick. Professor Butterfly Collection. Grace despises him, says it's psycho to keep them there. Professor Mourinho loves model ships. What's this? December 1998 exam dates. Geography, art history, medieval history. Right, so we might need to know this later. We'll come back to that. Let's go check the other office. Oh, there's nameplates on the thing. Zachary Dunn. Here we go. This is who we're looking for. Professor Dunn is one of the most highly qualified teachers we have. I don't see anybody on campus. The summer renovation work is really far behind. Private paperwork, nothing interesting there. Right, we need to work out what he teaches. Notes by Professor Dunn about his academic research. Interesting, but not helpful right now. I mean, does it say what research it is? That could give us a clue. Dunn has set up his own semi-private library here. Every copy has been meticulously chosen. December 16th, 12:30 exam. Right. Okay. December 16 at 12:30. The other board had a bunch of exam dates. Can I look at the table? Professor's desk seems to be big enough to hide under. Okay. Keep in mind, Omar doesn't know any of the previous stuff happened, so he's just looking at that table going, oh yeah, I could hide underneath there. It's more of a comfort thing. Okay, let's go back over to that board. December 16th, 12. Ah, it is French. Ooh. As you can see. So, Professor Dunn teaches French. Well, let's go do this. Now that we've got all the components, we can find this access key. You know, Marina, you could have just left it in your office or, like, put it in a drawer somewhere and just said, hey, I left it in the drawer. I feel like he did this just to be an asshole. Okay, let's go. Oh, I should look at the, oh, can't go that way. Oh, what's this? The projector cable is missing. The people in this department have a problem with other people's stuff. Husher is perfectly capable of leaving a pack of cigarettes here. Why would he be using the projector for his investigation? Good to know, I guess. So Husher was here. We know that. Uh-oh. Who's that? I've never seen this before. What the hell? And he's gone. I didn't even notice he was there. What? Okay. Moving on. Back to the puzzle at hand. Okay, so... we need to stand... from the subject Professor Dunn teaches, which is French, which is in language. It's gonna be F. So it's gonna be on shelf I, and then we count to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be O. Right? Let's go try it out. It was in the corner, right? Yes, okay, so top shelf, I think it said.
No.
Uh-oh. Doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound like it's there. Oh, wait. There's something here. Ah, the magnetic card. It's the janitor's Maxwell Glover. He controls the access to the restricted areas of the archive. Alright. Now we can get into those 2 doors. I've never seen that scare before. That's entirely new. I don't even know who that was. It was someone missing an arm, by the looks of things. At least from what I saw. I was distracted, and then I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on in the game, and I just heard, like, the music sting. And I was like, wait, what? And then I saw him in the corner. That's okay. I should have paused the game, really. Right. We can use this here. There we go. I should probably start listening to the doors, huh? Even though it makes no sense for Omar to be doing this. He just saw a spook, you know? Okay, that's safe. He just saw something spooky, maybe he's being a bit cautious now. Right, what have we got here? I don't know how the cleaning staff managed with such a small basin. Yeah, it's always small. Ah, a set of slides. They're designed to be projected onto a white screen. What the hell are these slides about? That is a good question. Can't really get a good look at them though. Cleaning products and disinfectant. Okay. Random tools. I hope I don't need to use them. Here's a tip. Find yourself in this situation and there's a bunch of random tools. Absolutely take them with you. You never know. You just never know when they're going to be useful. And in a survival horror game, they're probably most definitely going to be useful. Especially if it's a wrench. You grab a wrench, you grab a screwdriver, and if you're lucky, some bolt cutters. Oh. Uh-oh. I really shouldn't have looked at that printout. Oh dear. Okay, that seems safe. Yeah, I shouldn't have looked at the printout. Right, what have we got in here? There's so much audiovisual material that they still haven't been all classified. And knowing universities, it probably never will. Ah, there's a tape. Maxwell's recording. A voice recording of Maxwell, the history department's janitor. Now, will I be okay listening to this, or is the game gonna jump scare me? Because it likes doing that.
I just saw something weird as fuck. I was out having a smoke, because Miss Claire doesn't like me smoking near the books.
Oh.
Even though the students do it all the time. When I came back, the slide machine had switched on by itself.
Aha.
Mr. Husher once mentioned that the same thing had happened to him, so I thought it was just acting up again. I went to turn it off, and I saw there was a picture of the old archive door projected on the screen. Then the door started to open.
Aha.
Couldn't look away. And when it opened a bit more, I could have sworn I saw the control room from downstairs. And not just that, there was someone in there holding the release lever. It was me.
Oh.
I was in there. I pulled the cable, took the slides, and got the hell out of there. That's all you want, but now... Oh, I'm scared to go back downstairs.
That'll explain why we found these particular slides in the janitor's storeroom / cleaning room. So these will be the slides he was talking about. So what's happening? Obviously Husher heard the song, so he's experiencing the weird stuff, if you want to call it curse. Did Maxwell hear the song? I mean, possibly not. I don't know if Husher brought the music box to the university and played it, or is it just a case of, like with the previous episode, wherever the curse follows people, it kind of leaves a residual trace, almost like it's staining reality. So the fact that Husher came along here, whatever is after him or haunting him, the curse is following him and it's kind of spreading with him. Because I don't know if he brought the music box here. If he brought the music box and other people heard it, then that obviously helps it. But is it able to spread just because people who are inflicted with it move with it too, or take it with them? Sticky notes and reminders. This black stuff doesn't look just dirt. It doesn't look like dirt. It's so weird. We've seen that before. Okay, sounds alright. I'm starting to think that this curse affects people in different ways, obviously. The people who hear it are affected more, but it does feel like the people who hear it are now kind of being treated like a vector. They're spreading the curse even more so. It's like if you were to watch The Ring, like someone watches the video, they're cursed, but if they went out and told people about it, or just by existing, they also could spread the curse. It's kind of like that. Oh, hello, rat. Here everyone just stores the material wherever they can. Okay. Locker is open. Looks like a person could fit inside. Alright, we have a hiding spot. Nice and quiet. Just the way I like it. What is it? Tiny, tiny corridor. Oh. Nope. I thought I heard something there. It's just quiet. Okay. What we got? It feels strange that Maxwell isn't here at the other side of that window. Right, yeah, Maxwell's supposed to be down here. Mourinho came down to give him the card key or whatever, and he wasn't here. So Maxwell's disappeared, which isn't a good sign. Ah, it's actually open. I wasn't expecting that. Should have checked the other door too. What's this say? The door. This door. The door from the slides. I could see myself behind it, and now it's real and I can open it. The image from the slides is a door. I can't get the chain off, but I'm gonna need the key. I need to open it in order to get out. It's also dark, but if I can get out, maybe there's light out there? Seems like Maxwell's been taken into the other world. Ooh. Whoa! Oh, hello. Speaking of. Oh, nope. Come on, Omar. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, God.
That was... yeah.
I managed to close it. Praise be to God.
Oof. Alright, we're not going through there then. Alright, we need to calm down. It's fine. What is this? Ah, opens the door.
I have to find a way to keep this lever lowered.
And I don't really have anything on me. Okay. So we need something to keep the... we need some stuff to hold it down with. Otherwise we're not getting through that door. Speaking of doors, I want to get through here. Let's listen and see if it's gone. It sounds safe? It sounds safe. Oh, let's try. Let's try. Okay, we're good. Ooh. Aha. Power adapter. Double-ended cable, one end to plug into the socket and the other to connect to an electrical device. We use these cables for almost every piece of equipment in the university. Good to know. Old archive needed renovations for years. I'm not surprised these books are in here. Huh. Anything else? No. Looks like the door's ajar. No, that's not a jar. That's a door. I thought you were a professor, Omar. Should I open the door? Well, I definitely want to open the door because I can see what's behind there.
Uh-huh.
On the top 10 list of most used items in a horror game. The ball cars. Or as this game calls them, shears. Scissor-like tool used to cut metal. These must belong to the workers. There's not much need for them in the art history department. Alright, we have some bolt cutters. All the paperwork from those files could be lost in a flood, and it would have absolutely no impact. Alright, that looks like that was all that was in here. But yeah, we have bolt cutters, so that officially makes this a horror game now. We've already had fuses in the first episode. Now we've got bolt cutters. Technically we had a crank candle in episode 2, but it was a tiny little one. Okay. So, we have a power adapter and we have the slides, so let's go back upstairs and take a look at the slide projector, because apparently, it seems like anyway, that Husher was using it. And we've also heard from the janitor Maxwell that something weird is going on with it. Apparently, one of the slides had a door and he could physically open it and go inside, so we should probably check that out now. Let's just make our way upstairs. Ooh, wrong way. And yes, I'm running around. I know. But if we run around, we get to see more stuff. Okay. Run, Omar. Okay, so power cable. Ah. Nice. That's a big projector screen.
This isn't going to be anything like giving a class.
Probably right. Okay, so we have a kind of puzzle here. Let's just look at it first. Alright, so first slide is a chained up door. The next slide is a scary box with a key in front of it. The next slide is a table with a chair next to a barricaded door. Then we got some lights. Then we got a switch. Now, the way this puzzle works is together the slides tell a story, and it's our job to get the story in the right order. So, for instance, when we got to the switch is turned off. Now the evil darkness rats can come out and they're chewing up the cables. And now this guy's here. He wasn't there before. He's here now because the lights have gone out. Now, unfortunately, as you can see from there, we need that light on so we can grab the key to get into here. But also, there's a dark figure above that door. So we need to get this into the right order to tell the story in the proper order. So, yeah, let's figure this out. Let's have a think here. The chain door is obviously going to be the first one, and because we want to get through that door. The figure on the chair was, I think, on the other side of the door. We need to give him the key to open it from that side. I think this is how this goes. So that needs to stay there. No, actually, we need to, because it'll turn the lamp. We need the light on. If I put that there, it's going to turn it off. This is where it gets confusing. Hang on. I think I've got it. I think. Let's check it out. Okay, so door. Lights are on. Lights are on. We grab the key. We turn the light off. Which then he comes in. We give him the key. We turn the light back on. Lights are on. Lights are on. Lights are on, and we can get through the door.
Door? There's a door in the screen?
That took a long time. It probably won't seem like that in the video because there was a lot of umming and ahhing on my part, and I had to get a pen and paper out and kind of write in order. It's a lot hard. It's probably a lot. It's hard to visualize sometimes. That is a tiny door or a big door. Oh, it's a. Oh. Ah, it is a real door. This seems like a bad idea.
It's unbelievable.
This seems like a bad idea, Omar. I would go back and get Daniel. He's already cursed. What's the worst that could happen to him? Ooh. There's like pulsating faces on the wall there.
Hellish place have I gotten into?
There's like weird pulsing in the wall. It looks like faces or something? I'm not sure what that is. That's either faces or it's a case of pareidolia. So this is where Maxwell said he came through and saw a figure of himself. Oh. That's not good. God almighty, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. What's this? Handsaw. A light metallic easy to use handsaw. The blade is disgustingly dirty. Where on earth did this piece of crap come from? I don't think it came from Earth. God almighty, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And I can't believe what I'm gonna do. So, remember the lever? We need some way to keep that down. I know what you're thinking, we probably could find anything else. No, we need this arm. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, take that with me. Oh. That's, oh, it's even got physics. And Foley. Severed hand. Ah, there's a ring on its finger. A hand sewn from a corpse, and there's a wedding ring on its finger. So, remember the bolt cutters? You're thinking, what are those for? Well, unfortunately, they're to get the ring off. Wedding ring. A wedding ring obtained by chopping off its owner's finger. Max and Chloe. My god, it was the janitor's ring. How is this possible? Also, I think that's Max and Chloe. Is that a reference to Life is Strange? I've done something I won't be able to forget for the rest of my life. Now I just want to get out of here. I feel bad now. We should have played as Daniel. Oh yeah, it is faces. Wait, hold on. When it comes back. Ooh. It is faces. Well, let's leave. This place is not right. I feel bad for Omar now because I'm almost certain he is cursed. I wonder if that figure was the doorman we saw in the slides. Kind of looked like it. But Max said that was him. Like he saw him. Wait a minute. When we saw... Oh! When we saw the figure that was standing over there by the front desk, he was missing an arm. Oh! That was Max. I wonder if Max saw him... Oh man, there's a lot of weird timeline stuff going on now. Max saw himself. Looks like he was taken at some point, and he ended up there where he withered and died? Or he just withered and became that thing? And we just cut his arm off. Interesting. And now his spirit that was there and crying and everything... Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was missing an arm. I'd have to double check the footage. But yeah. I think he was missing an arm. Because we just cut it off. Interesting. I've never noticed that. Well, I've never seen it before. Yeah, that's really interesting. Man, this game is good. It's full of all kinds of neat little details like that. It's nice when people make something with passion and they pay attention to all the details like that. That is not the noise you should make. Alright. Maybe that's why we needed the arm, because it needed to be Max's arm? You know? Alright. Door to the archives is finally open. Oh, let's listen first. Oh. What exactly were we...
I haven't been here in so long.
What were we looking for exactly? It was AA something. I can't remember the specific number. I guess we'll just have a look around. Nothing useful. These are the last ones. Oh! Ah! There was a shiny object. Alright. We'll skip right to this part, because that took a while. European Families Great and Small, a compilation of biographies of prominent members of high society. House Legrand. Ah. The House of Legrand, which was later merged with that of the Amsberg, had its ups and downs over the years. The rise and fall of an industrial empire and the squandering of legacy by Auguste Legrand, last heir to the huge family fortune, who spent his life obsessed with investigating the paranormal, making this one of the most thrilling volumes of this collection. So Auguste Legrand is the one, I think it mentioned earlier in one of Sebastian P. Husher's notes. He's the one that had the music box made. Alright, this must be where he found that information out. I think that's all we came down here for, so... Uh-oh. Why did that light go out? Okay, we need to move. This is not good. Nope, the lights are going out. No, Omar, don't turn around. Uh-oh. Don't get Death Strandinged. The Abyss. You're sinking. Get out as quickly as you can. To escape, repeatedly press the W key. They'll try and catch you by the arms. To prevent this, press A or D at the right time. If you don't manage it, you'll have to free yourself by pressing the same button several times. Don't take too long or you'll definitely sink. Oh, no, I missed it. Come on, Omar. There we go. Alright.
Oh my god! What was that? Awful place.
That would be the Abyss. Now, fortunately, Omar's a pretty strong guy, so I assume, I can't remember, so he was able to get through that very quickly. Also, it was the tutorial, so it's easier to do in the tutorial. Alright, let's go back to the office and tell them what we found. Hello, Daniel.
I think this is part of what Husher was investigating.
Let's see. It's a book about Auguste Legrand. A biography, or a collection of articles about him, I think. He apparently spent part of his life traveling the world in search of odd, rare events. Rich people stuff. I don't-
Hubris.
The biography suddenly ends right after his last journey. It says here, he returned without his equipment, without the huge amount of money he wasted on the project, and with a simple memento of the music he brought home to his little girls, 8-year-old Elaine and newborn Ariadne. And here's a note from Husher that says, see the archives, events, newspaper. Is there a newspaper archive over here?
Is there? Oh. Let's assume yes. So as you can see, the episode is made up of smaller little scenarios. That was the first one, and now we got a second one. So, we're just going to play as all three characters. We've already played as Omar. He's done his part. Let's move over to Grace. She knows the archives. Let's assume. I have no idea. She might do that. She's very stealthy and has a lot of serenity, so she's probably not going to be attacked all that much, hopefully, unless I run around. Maybe let's run around. I might run around a bit. Oh, I never looked at Husher's haiku. Let's look at the
Take a
haiku.
look. You check out what else is in that notebook.
All right. Oh. Once again, completely empty. That was loud.
I have to find the newspaper Professor Husher was looking for.
There's some exam results from June and September? World War I, 40th International Congress of Military History. Oh, is that the gun that they needed to cool down using piss? I vaguely remember something like that. So there are water cooled guns, but when you're in the middle of a war situation, especially World War I, you really don't want to be using water. So yeah, they used urine instead, because using water would be too wasteful. Conference in Beijing on the history of science. Omar was there, and he brought me back a present. He's such an adorable fusspot at times. Ooh. What's that? Fire alarm. I hope it works okay. All they need now is for water to start pouring on me. Yeah, you don't really want that, considering that water seems to be dangerous, or at least in the last episode it was. Getting a coffee out machine like this is like playing Russian roulette. I wonder if the microfiches have already been archived. Hopefully, because that will make our search much easier. More than one person has written stuff here. Although the handwriting looks similar, it's all random words and strange ones at that. That could be a sign of Husher, because a lot of people apparently during the course start writing, well, they're driven insane and they start writing incomprehensible stuff. Fantastic. The phone cord has been pulled out. Hope I don't need to call anyone. Oh, is that a place to hide? Yep, I could fit under this table. I'll take note because there's something making me uneasy. Could it be the complete lack of people? Professor Husher is a Luddite when it comes to technology, so I can't imagine he'd be investigating at this desk. Okay, so no point looking at the computers then. The windows are almost always shut in here. You can tell by the stuffy atmosphere. Probably don't want the newspapers and stuff degrading. None of the computers are working. Getting access to certain information will make life easier. Oh. Oh. Okay.
That was so weird.
You don't. Yeah, you don't say. All right, let's not go in that door. Toilets. Oops. Who put this heavy chain here? Alright, can't go through there. Right. I guess we're just looking around. Oh, we should go back to the front. Right, there's nothing over there, seemingly. The bathrooms, we don't need to go in there just yet. Let's see the front reception. There's nobody in the secretary's office. I'm not surprised. Alright, so it's not too weird that it's... Oh, completely deserted.
Secretary's office sensor. The door must be closed.
Okay. The movement sensor that locks the door to the secretary's office seems a bit paranoid, to be honest. Yeah. Why not just lock it? Seems like a lot to go through just to install a lock, you know? Why not just have a key? I need authorization to open that door. That or break the sensor outside. Aha. So much fuss with the movement sensor that nobody sneaks into the security office, secretary's office, then they just leave all this lying around. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Nope, that's quiet. Right, what we got? Ooh, a radio. Right off the bat. Radio used by the janitor, Maxwell. It's Maxwell's radio, although the cleaners sometimes use it too. Oh. No way the battery cover is stuck. Oh yeah, there's no screw in there. Well, I guess I'll take it with me. Maxwell's room is small to start with, and they go and fill it with junk that's not even his. Why does everyone hate Maxwell? He seems like a nice chap. Everyone seems to treat him like dirt. Poor janitor. He's just trying to do his job. Although, yeah, definitely poor Maxwell. We know what's happened to him. He's got caught up in all this business, and he really wasn't even involved. He just happened to be in the same building as Husher, I guess. Okay. Ooh, that's some sinister sounds. Where have the builders gone? Oh yes, they're doing renovations, that's right. Ooh. A can of paint. It's almost full to the brim. It's totally dry. Renovations are only half done. All the materials are just left abandoned. Uh-huh. Why is this room so scary? There's a note. I brought the secretary flowers today. She wasn't there. Nobody was. Where did everyone go? The whole crew was supposed to be here today to paint. If this is a joke, I don't think it's funny. I'm not painting by myself. I'm just gonna sit here and bum around till the joke is over. If you're not here by then, I'm out here. You can tell the boss if you want. Tell him why you think it's funny for all of you to disappear just because I was half an hour late. See if he laughs. Oh, seriously. It's not funny. Seriously, it's not. Turn on the lights. Please, turn on the lights. Please. Oh dear. Okay, well, I'm leaving this room. This room is evil. We shouldn't hang out here very long. It seems that it's just dangerous being in there, it feels like. Alright, so, yeah. I'm guessing Husher brought the curse with him. These renovations, weren't they supposed to be finished weeks ago? Yeah. I don't think Husher... He might have brought the music box with him, and maybe he was unconsciously playing it for people, like we heard with Faber. But at some point he gave the music box back. He might have brought it in. During his investigations into its origins and researching the Legrand Amsberg. Whoa, okay. We have to run. We have to run. I need to get across the hallway because there was a hiding space over there. Run, Grace. Oh boy. Oh, we got such a long way to go. Quick. There. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, Grace. You've got high serenity. You can do this nice and calm. Just relax. Ignore them. Don't even look at them. I don't even know why you've got your eyes open. Now you may notice while I'm doing this, my vision is directly pointed at the middle of the screen, and that's what I feel is unfortunate about this minigame, and I think you could improve them by not having them down there. They need to be like floating in the center of the screen. Just because you will see it when you look at my face on the cam. I'm looking down. I'm looking there. And I'm looking at nothing else, which is kind of sad because you've got all this animation and stuff going on in the background. The thing that should be making you panic are the creatures in the background and when they appear, but I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at this spot here, and only this spot. So anything happening over here is pretty much wasted. It's unfortunate. I feel like it needs to be incorporated into the scene better, so you're looking at the whole thing, not just this tiny part of the game that's down here. I think the worst example is the silence minigame, because once again you're looking down at the bottom, but the idea is there's a creature that's slowly coming towards you. Your fixation should be on the creature that's coming towards you. You should be staring at that, but you're not. So the way it works out is that may as well not even be there. You're just looking at the little minigame icon down here. Now the abyss is a lot more well done because that is in the center. The buttons that you're pressing are on your character or around them, but it's in the center of the screen. You're looking at your character, you're looking at the creatures that are attacking you. You're taking the whole picture in, so it makes it more intense. Maybe I've just played the game too much. Maybe it's just me. And it seems like they did learn this when they were developing the game, because obviously going from the first 3 minigames to the Abyss, that's a vast improvement. But I think they could improve it even more by incorporating the thing into the game a little more smartly. That's not a word. Right, where were we? Some departments hold meetings here. It looks like there's something forced them to abandon a meeting halfway through. Oh, that's not good. Oh. What is that? What are they looking at? What are those pictures? That is a great question, Grace. What kind of meeting were they having in here? Nothing else in here? Let me just double check. Nope. Well, oh. Uh-oh. Oh, is that Maxwell? I think that's Maxwell. Because he's missing his arm. Should I leave? I feel like I should maybe leave. I'm gonna leave.